In this video, I'm going to show you how to use VoiceOver on your iPad to use Capti. I found it was a little bit easier to use, especially if I wanted to jump in between playlists. So again, I'm going to open up Capti, and I can just, if it's in the dock, all I need to do is drag my finger down to the bottom of the page and drag my finger until I hear that it's highlighted Capti, which it has. Once it's highlighted Capti, then I can double tap anywhere on the screen and it'll open it. In the top left corner is your back button, which will take you up one level in your playlist. So right now I'm in my Bookshare playlist. In the center of the heading at the top of my screen is the title of my playlist. If I drag my finger over it, VoiceOver will read the playlist title to me. So I'm in my Bookshare book. And if I drag my finger straight down the screen,
tap to open or close the read. Hatchet. 2% of 3 hours, 2 minutes, 54 seconds. Button.
I get to my book.
Long press for additional options. Actions available.
And I just double tap to open my book.
Selected. Read. Bookshare. Back button.
Okay. And if I want to, so I'm in chapter 1 right now. If I wanted to get to another chapter, I can tap in the right top corner of my screen.
Track actions. Button. Track actions. Button.
It's called Track Actions. If I open that,
set as current. Dim. Annotations. Dim. Sections.
I can scroll down to section. The third option. And now I'm looking at all the sections of my book that are highlighted. So if I drag my finger down the middle of the screen again.
Hatchet. 1. Notice. 1. Copyright notice. 1.
It's telling me what it is that's formatted and what page number it's on.
Limitation of liability. Indemnity by user. 1. Permitted use. Limited waiver. Book quality. 1. Contents. 1. Selected. 1. 2.
Okay, so beginning on page 2 is chapter 1.
2. 4.
2. 4 is chapter 2. So the only thing I would add to that is maybe adding the chapter title to the formatting, but I think that's
4.
a Bookshare thing.
7. 4. 8.
Okay, because that's a little bit confusing. So
3. 7. 4. 8.
I just kind of have to ignore that second number for now.
5. 11.
Okay, I think I wanted to go to chapter 4.
8.
Okay, so I've highlighted 4, and now I can just double tap, and it's opening it. Okay, so for finding the play button, it's in the bottom row of buttons. But when I tried to swipe across to find it, it didn't immediately get there. It wanted to scan through everything, all the text on the page. So one little trick that I came up with was just to put your fingers on the left edge of your iPad and then to stretch your thumb across until you hear
Configure speech. Button. Play hatchet. Button.
Play hatchet, which is your play button. So then once you get it going with the play, you can use a keyboard shortcut. This is your F8 button.
On the bike trail and decided to come back a different way, a way that took them past the Amber Mall. Brian remembered everything in
But this only works if you've already been playing the Capti app. If you press, if you were listening to music and then you went back to your book, it would play the music when you pressed the play button. So it's important that you do the trick where you put your fingers on the edge and you find the play button before you can use that keyboard shortcut. So that was a lot easier. I was able to find my place. I was able to get back up a folder by pressing the back button in the top left corner of the screen. And in the right corner, I was able to skip to a different chapter. It was just a little easier to navigate, I thought. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. and hopefully there's more to come.